Welcome back to the Commanders of Boom Beach. Today we're taking on Dr. Terra again on the Volcano Island. I did miss the tropical island. I had everything, well, not rendered, but recorded, but I didn't render and upload it. Unfortunately, I didn't have enough time to do that. But today, this will definitely be going up. We've got tanks and medics again. I did practice yesterday, so I have to wait and see how well we do. My tanks are at level 8, but of course we've got the troop damage boost and troop health, so these are the stats for the tank, and then my medics are only level 2, so nothing really to write home about there, but supposedly upgrading your medics doesn't really help out that much. At least that's what people say that I've talked to that like to play with tanks and medics. Let's go ahead and give the first, I'd say, 5 stages a shot. That's what I got up to yesterday. I think what I'll end up doing is just dropping all of my tanks up over here though, and all of my medics, because I guess I'll need them. The only bad thing about the tank strategy is just how long it takes to cook them up. It took me 1 hour and 11 minutes to get a full boatload of tanks, and that is a lot. That definitely takes a long time, whereas Warriors it's only like 23 minutes. So it's not very time efficient. But over here, I guess it's going to be just a matter of time until we beat this stage. I'm going to go drop a couple of maybe barrages. Let's have a look. Maybe we can drop an artillery or two. Let's just get these two. Alright, have a look at what these guys are doing. Alright, we definitely need to start worrying about this boom cannon though, because that's going to annoy us. You know what I'm going to do? I probably didn't even need to shock it. I'm just going to go ahead and throw down 2 artillery, and I think that 1 was just enough. I'll take that. It's going to be a very simple stage to take down. Of course, nowhere near as fast as it would be with Warriors. Did get up to stage 5 yesterday. Or at least I defeated stage 5, and stage 6 I failed at, unfortunately. But supposedly this stage, or this volcano, Dr. Terra is easy with tanks. So we'll have to wait and see how everything goes. Those shocks absolutely destroy tanks. Or at least annoy me so much. So that's what I struggled with yesterday. Over here, I guess I'm going to do the same thing. You know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to go drop them over here at the bottom. Not really all that fussed about checking out the health on the headquarters. Even, yeah, I'm not going to be able to actually destroy that, I don't think. What I'm going to do, though, is throw down 1 barrage and hope to get all those supplies in that sniper tower. Okay, beautiful. That helped us out a lot. And now it's just a matter of time. There's a lot of tanks, though. So I've got 6 boatloads of tanks, 3 each. And then we've got 2 boatloads of medics. So I think that's how you do it. I mean, I'm definitely not the best at this tank and medic strategy, but I think it'll do. Seems like our medics are doing a good job healing everyone up. I'll just let my tanks do whatever they want. They're doing a good enough job at the moment. Just need to start watching for these cannons though, because they will probably annoy me. Let's have a look. How much does this one do damage? Oh, not too much. This one's going to get annoying though, I can see. So I'll probably have to go shock that one actually. Probably should. No, okay, all my guys are going to go ahead and attack the headquarters. Alright. And here are our medics doing a bit of work. Alright. I guess it is fairly exciting using a new strategy. I should be flaring, I guess, my tanks a little bit more too. It's not all that necessary just yet, but later on it definitely will be. So over here, I guess you need to think about which side you should pick as well, because over here the right hand side seems much easier with tanks. And we do have a boom cannon over here, and I don't want to risk that. So let's go ahead and attack. Should be checking out the headquarters health too, but it's all good. So we've got 5 over here, 5 supplies. I don't think we'll get all 5, but it's worth a shot. We've got 3 at the moment, 4, 5. Oh, nice. Okay, we even got a mortar. Almost got that other mortar as well, so that's a lot of gunboat energy there. I don't think I've mentioned just yet, but I did manage to score myself a 17% gunboat energy guardian as well, which was a real big help. I'm going to go ahead and just shock these 2 cannons just so they stop annoying me and so we can actually destroy them. Alright, it should be good now. Haven't lost anyone just yet. It would be a shame if we did lose someone that early on in the game. Over here, I guess all we've got to do is just hang to the right hand side and we'll be all good. Not too much to worry about over here. I will get a flare ready though, and we should be able to use that. And what I'll do is I'll just go ahead and barrage the living daylights out of the headquarters. See how much health that manages to take... Oh, you know what? I think I might be even able to finish this off. There we go. Nice and simple. So of course I can't really show you guys that are a lot lower how I'd go about doing this, but then again, level 8 tanks, not all that good. So I'd assume there's a fair amount of people that have level 8 or above tanks. Unlike with warriors, I've got maxed out, so not as many people would have maxed out warriors. Now over here, I'm not quite sure how I should go about doing this, because, well, we can go around the right hand side, but I think the left just straight up to the headquarters would probably be the smartest, right? There's just way too many mines, and I think I'll have to barrage some of them. And then we've got, let's just check out headquarters health, quite a bit. That's over 300,000 health. Got 2 shock launchers here. Alright, so we've got 1 shock launch which won't be bothering us. So what I need to worry about are these 2 shock launchers, I think. So what I'm going to do is I will drop a couple of tanks here and medics, and a couple of tanks and medics over here. And hopefully they'll split off nicely. Hopefully, well, medics will end up getting shocked, won't they? Seems like they're getting to work. Worst thing about tanks, though, how slow they drive. Alright, so now let's go ahead and target this. And let's have a look. Nothing can really attack us too much. I'm going to have to stop that flamethrower, though, because that's going to hurt. And I'm going to have to quickly heal up. Oh, it's not looking good at all. I'm going to have to heal up a couple of times. Alright. Not looking good at all. Have I lost anyone just yet? Not really, but I am going to have to go ahead and shock that flamethrower again and throw a heal. Oh lordy. That damned flamethrower definitely hurt. Oh, we've got that boom cannon over here as well. I'm going to have to throw down at least 1 artillery and another one actually. Alright, so we're going to lose a couple of tanks on stage 4. Not the end of the world. I'll throw some critters down on this mine, and then I'll go ahead and get my tanks flared over to the left hand side just to miss everything. I guess the only thing that'll be really able to attack us are those rocket launchers, and I think I've got this stage in the bag. Let's see how many guys we lost. Oh, quite a bit. 4 from what I can see. 4 tanks. There's quite a bit. As you can see, we're not really doing all that much damage, unfortunately. That's definitely a big shame. Thankfully our medics are working hard though. But I'm not quite sure we're actually going to be able to pull through. We lost the medic too, which is a surprise. Didn't expect that to happen. Alright. Take a little while to get those tanks back as well. It's like, what, 20 or so minutes to get them back? Which isn't very fun at all, but definitely have to be upgrading those tanks, that's for certain. But we'll get there in the end. Nothing too much to worry about, apart from those boom cannons and all. Alrighty. Might go ahead and boost a statue or 2 as well, just to make things a little bit easier and see how far we can go. Alright, 4 tanks and 1 medic. Alright. Oh well, that's life. Let's have a look at how much that's going to take. 24 minutes. Alright. Well, I don't think I'll be able to take on stage 5 right now. Let's have a look. So obviously flamethrowers are very, very efficient against tanks, that's for certain. So I need to watch out for that, because they do like the overtime damage as well. The cumulative damage, if I can even say that word properly. Alright, so we've got 256,000 health on the headquarters, so not as much. And I guess if I just hang right, I should be alright. Especially up the top. Okay. Well, I can see definitely a blind spot that we'll be able to exploit. Alright. Well, I'll give it a shot. I'll give it a shot. We'll try. If it's a fail, then, well, it's a fail. Not much I can do about that. I think actually over here, it wouldn't be too bad to drop the critters. Now, I know a lot of you guys at stage 5 won't have critters, but let's have a look at what they end up doing. Hopefully they get some supplies up over here, please. No! That was an absolute fail. Close to it though. Close to it. So over here, what I'm going to do is drop all of my guys. Probably would be some better strategy to drop your critters and all. Or drop your troops. I'll just drop the critters over here just to distract I feel like critters are actually a really good strategy when it comes to using tanks and medics. They're a very good distraction, to say the least. I'll go ahead and flare to the right over here. Alright. Oh, it seems like I did lose one medic as well. I'm going to go ahead and shock over here. That sniper tower and the mortars. Now, of course, dropping tanks also takes up gunboat energy, so something you do need to keep in mind. Alright. Seems like we're doing a mighty good job at the moment, actually. I'm very impressed. Let's go ahead and just shock over here. Alright. Hopefully these tanks end up destroying some more of these supply points, which they should. And you know what? I'm going to go straight for the headquarters, actually, over here. Alright, no cannons are able to attack us, they're just sniper towers, which do get pretty annoying. But I'm hoping that our medics should be healing up enough. I'm going to throw one heal up top here. Alright. I'll throw another heal down at the bottom because these sniper towers are attacking us and doing quite a bit of damage. Oh, almost lost this guy. It's not good. You know what, I'm going to have to drop some critters actually, just to distract a little bit more, I think. Alright, so I will lose some sniper towers, unfortunately. Oh, not sniper towers, tanks. Jeez. Cannot think, can I? Alright, but we got there. We got stage 5, so we're as far as we were yesterday. Although we did suffer a little bit more casualties, though. That's not too bad, though. So, go ahead and speed this up. Only 1 and 1. Alright, that's pretty good. And we lost that medic right at the start, I think, when we dropped him off. So, 61 diamonds to actually speed things up. Ain't nobody got time for that. Alright, let's go give this a shot then. Alright, so this stage, stage 6, will obviously be going on the left-hand side. The problem is all of these cannons about. So I have to use like a couple of shocks. I think I'm going to use a couple of boosts as well. But I will be back in 45 minutes. Or 5 seconds. Depending on how I edit this video, of course. But 5 seconds and I will be back with a full army. There's a lot of health on the headquarters too. Alrighty, so 45 minutes later, we are back with all of our tanks and medics. We've got 2 boatloads of medics after all. So what I'm going to be doing for this stage is, because we didn't seem to have enough damage to actually pull through all too well, what I'm going to do, and of course the stages get tougher, so I'm going to boost my troop health. I'm also going to boost my troop damage masterpiece, as well as the troop damage guardian. And I'm also going to boost the troop damage, gunboat energy masterpiece as well. Everything will be down below in the description as to what level everything is and what percentage everything is. But let's go ahead and give stage 6 a shot. Now, of course, my tanks are almost like half of what they could be. They go up to, I think, level 15. So let's go ahead and check this stage out. We're definitely going along the left-hand side. The stage has 160 plus 307,000 health. So that's why I definitely boosted, because that is a lot of health on the headquarters. There's a lot of supplies over here on the left-hand side, so that should be a help. But there's also a lot of boom mines, which are supposedly no good against tanks. We'll have to wait and see. So nothing really too much on the left-hand side over here. What I'm going to have to clear out 2 of these boom cannons. I think we'll be able to clear them out pretty easily with one artillery, like aiming in the middle, like a couple of them. So by that I mean we're able to get 3 defenses because they're all clumped up with a couple of artillery. And then of course there's a boom cannon right behind the headquarters, so we're going to have to watch out for that. But let's go ahead and have a look at how we do with this stage with all of those boosts. They should definitely come in handy. So what I'm going to do is drop all of my troops just over here, and as soon as these cannons start turning around, which they actually haven't just yet, we'll go ahead and shock. And because cannons are obviously going to do a lot of damage to our tanks, all I'm going to do is actually throw down some critters as well to distract a little bit, and down everything goes pretty quickly actually over here. Very, very nice. I can't complain. I'm actually going to let that cannon get off a couple of shots. I'm going to have to get that. Oh, we lose one cannon, one tank right away, which is no good actually. Alright, so over here I'm going to go ahead and drop my critters and also flare to the very left. There's a cannon over here which I really should watch out for. Don't want to lose too many of my guys just yet. So critters to clear out some of these mines definitely help us out. I've only lost one tank so far, so that's good. Alrighty. Need to watch out for those medics though. Definitely don't want to be losing too much health there. I think I might drop a shock very, very shortly over here, just to get rid of those cannons. Drop some critters over here as well, and let's get onto these 3 boom cannons. So I'll do 3 artillery, do 4th one, and then we'll have to go for the one up top here. So I'll send in an artillery and a barrage, and that should hopefully clear most of that stuff out. Send some critters up top as well, and it seems like we're doing very, very well actually. We should be able to get that boom cannon with those critters. Alright, very nicely done. Alright, so next up, what I'm going to do is, let's see. I think I'm going to actually go ahead and send all my guys in over to the left. There is that boom mine, which actually does get a couple of our guys, which is no good, but that's alright. Now I've got a heal. I'll be able to use a couple of heals actually, so that'll come in very handy. Hope I don't lose any medics through these splash damage buildings, which we shouldn't. Seems like our medics are doing a fairly good job at level 2. Can't complain about that. I've got a shock ready. Alright, I'm feeling very confident about this stage actually. Got a minute 50 to last us, and it seems like the headquarters is going down in pretty good fashion. Not losing any health on the medics. They seem to be doing a mighty good job. Alright, so what I'll do is I'll throw down an artillery, not a barrage, because I don't want to kill any of my guys. That'd be a bit of a shame. Alright. Actually, that went down much easier than I anticipated, which is always great. So we're up to Terror Stage 7. Now the real question is, are we going to be able to pull through there? I've got to say, playing with tanks is actually quite a bit of fun. It's I guess a bit more fun than with warriors, because that's all I've been doing. Of course, warriors are a great strategy for Dr. Terra, but sometimes it's a little bit too easy. Sometimes, yeah, a bit of that. But anyways, let's go check out Terror Stage 7. There's no doubt we won't be able to take it on just yet. We'll have to wait again. Wow, alrighty. There's a lot of shock launchers, so I'm going to have to think about this one long and hard, but we'll be back very, very shortly. Alright, so on to Stage 7 we go, and it's not looking all too promising. We've got 140 plus 280,000 health on the headquarters. It's right on the beachfront, so it makes it very easy for your warriors. I'd say not so easy for our tanks. So let's go give this a shot. We've got a lot of gunboat energy over here on the left, and because we're using tanks and medics, I'm going to go ahead and actually get rid of these shock launchers with barrage and artillery. So first off, let's go ahead and try to place these critters somewhat in the middle, in between all of these supply points, so they actually split off nicely, and that was perfect. Alrighty, so we've got one over here which will do a mighty fine job, and then there's the top critters up over here. Alright, oh, they actually do split off very, very nice. Didn't expect them to do that well. And then we've got these guys over here. Now, time is ticking, of course, so probably not the best to procrastinate as much as I am at the moment. Getting a lot of gunboat energy though, which is great. So next up, let's go ahead and get 2 barrages roughly in the center between these 2 shock launchers. That should be good enough, and let's go ahead and try to target as much of this. Let's see, I'll aim right over here. There's 1, there's 2, that should be enough. Alright, that is. Let's go 1, 2, and then on the left hand side as well, and that gets rid of the shock launchers. Alright, all our critters are gone. We've still got 80 gunboat energy left, which is really nice. So next up, let's go ahead and drop all of our tanks, and then the 2 medics, boatloads of medics right after. Drop down a couple of critters also to go ahead and distract and clear out some of these mines, especially those boom mines, and we'll be getting ready with these shocks. I think any moment now. I'm going to go ahead and throw down one more barrage, just to try to knock down some more of these buildings. Go ahead and throw a shock as well. Let's go ahead and flare onto the mortar so we can actually move over to the right hand side and start destroying a lot of this stuff. I'll use 1 artillery on these cannons and mortars over here, and then we'll keep on moving over to the left. Alright, throw down a heal. Although the only problem is that we've got this boom mine, which is going to be super annoying. So if I only had a bit more gunboat energy or so, that would definitely help us out. I'll be able to clear out all of this a lot easier. because that boom cannon is super annoying. So not much I can do about that, unfortunately. And that's going to be our main problem, as you can see. So I've pretty much figured out a nice little way to actually do this stage. It's just that one boom cannon that's definitely getting in the way. And hopefully it targets some medics of mine or something, but I just don't see it happening at the moment. So I think the way we're going to have to do this is with the warriors. Definitely not happening. I'm going to have to throw down a heal. Don't think that's going to make too much of a difference though. Unfortunately, I don't think we'll even get to halfway health. So I think at the moment all we can really do is retreat. Let's have a look. Yeah, those medics are dying way too quickly, and there's no way we're going to do enough damage. So here we go. Let's wait until we lose that last guy, last tank. There we go. Any second now, and it's gone. So we've got about halfway health, but as long as we got that boom cannon, we'd be able to actually defeat this stage. Unfortunately, no cigar today. What I do have though is a guy in my task force, Cyrac, who also uploads a couple of the Gear Hut attacks. He managed to take this down, so he does the critters as well, but he only does the first couple up the top of the map. Then he uses 2 barrages just on these shock launchers. I think a third one as well, just to get rid of a couple of these machine guns and all of that. And he gets rid of the 2 shock launchers. Fairly simple stuff. Then he drops the tanks first off, although he uses 5 boatloads of tanks and then 3 of medics, and his tanks are level 15, so there's definitely a bit of a difference in terms of attacking power. So he just pretty much sends in his tanks just to destroy everything. Sends in a couple of critters also to destroy some of the mines. Now, what I'm really curious to see is how much of a pain and nuisance is the boom cannon over here. We go, it's starting to shoot. Let's slow down to speed 1. Let's have a look. Alright, so it seems like he's pretty much one-shotting the tanks. Let's see what he ends up doing. See how that boom cannon does. So it's destroying the tanks, that's for certain. It's not doing too bad. And then he starts shocking the boom cannons. So he's got a bit more gunboat energy than I've got, I'd say. Which is quite crazy, because I cleaned up a lot of this stuff over here. But still not enough. I guess that's the last bit of gunboat energy that he's got. Let's have a look. Speed things up a little bit. No, still enough for one more shot. So he's definitely got quite a bit of it. Let's have a look if he ended up boosting it. But he manages to defeat it without too much of a problem. Loses 4, yeah, level 15 and level 11 medics. And he's got 56% extra gunboat energy. So not too much. But that's how you use tanks and medics on the 6th of November. I'm thinking of actually maybe using warriors and show you guys, but I think I'll leave it to tanks and medics for today. Hope you guys enjoyed something a little bit different, and I'll see you again, maybe not tomorrow, but soon.